Don't fuck it, Twisted.
No, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Oh, fuck it, we do it live.
Yeah, live. Fuck that shit. Oh, hey, look, I got a
Oh,
live notification.
holy shit.
Holy shit, what?
That said, Twisted, you've got me almost clipping in the desktop audio, so you might want to turn that down a bit.
How about now? Is that good?
I don't know yet. We have a stream delay. I don't know if you remember.
Oh shit, they fucking reversed it on me. God damn it.
Ow. Holy shit. I think you just turned down your mic, not mine.
Yes, that's what I did.
Oh, oh, I love you, Twist. You never change. I also, for some reason, sound like I'm in a fucking can. I don't know. I don't understand that, but
I don't understand that either. It's being fucking wonky stupid. What the fuck?
oh well, whatever. We'll fix the other tracks next week. But for now, at least we're going.
Yes, we are going.
So, besides doing your producer position,
Going.
how you feeling, Twist? How was this week?
Pretty good. I discovered dark mode on YouTube, and my eyes thanked me for it.
If only they had it for Twitter.
Well, they do have it for Twitter.
Do they? Holy shit! We both learned something this week.
Actually, I learned that a couple weeks ago because
Well, no,
for
you learned dark mode on YouTube this week. I learned Twitter on this week.
well, yeah.
Where are in my dark mode, Twisted? Because I swear to Christ.
Now, if only they could have dark mode on fucking Facebook. But no, Facebook still has to have that caustic white background.
Ugh.
Fuck you,
Dark
Zuckerberg.
mode is the best thing ever invented, I swear.
It is.
100% makes everything better.
Mm-hmm.
So
Especially when it's done right.
it's Father's Day.
Yeah, it is.
I uh I got a nice little present today.
Awesome. Not poop on the floor?
Not poop on the floor from my son. No, didn't have to deal with that. Dealt with that, cleaned it up. None of that anymore. No, Twist, what I got for my Father's Day, my wife has been working very hard to recreate my dead mother's peanut butter cookie recipes, and she's been frustrated. This morning, fucking nailed it.
Awesome.
It's like I was 12 years old again. I had that thing. It was nice and soft and warm, really flavorful. A little bit of bite from the butter and from the sugar dusting on the top. Oh, glorious.
Nice.
Just nothing better. Oh, I was so happy. Fucking made my day. Like, she's like, oh, well, do you want smash patties? Because I mentioned smash patty melts done in a mustard and hot sauce based on the burgers. We're like, I don't even need it anymore. I don't need nothing. I got these cookies, man. Like, shit. I also got a roll of Gorilla Tape, which is just the ultimate here, Dad. Have this to fix shit gift, and I'm very happy with that.
That is awesome. Yeah,
Ah,
probably gonna call my dad after the show.
I'm gonna call mine after the show. I think Nikki's gonna go and bring the kids over to her dad's so that he can see him because he misses him. He doesn't get to see him much, but
Yeah, that's always fun.
it is. It's good. Oh, I'm so happy we can figure out that your internet works way better than mine. We don't drop on yours. Even if I do sound like I'm face fucking a tuna can.
I don't know how the fuck that happens, but I mean, we'll figure that out. I think my the desktop audio is set to the fucking default thing again, and it's being fickly fucking stupid.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we'll figure out how to fix that shit.
watch. It's using like the settings for a fucking monitor or some shit. It's like, my monitors don't even have fucking sound, asshole.
I know, right?
Tuna is delicious, Jeff, to most people. Not to me. I don't like it, but, you know. My wife insists that it's good, and she makes tuna noodle casserole all the time to take to work. And I have to suffer through not just the smell of mayo, but the smell of mayo and tuna, and I fucking hate every second of it. But it makes her happy, so I can't super complain.
I hate the taste of mayo and the smell of it.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so just... It's not... It's the vinegar. I think it's the vinegariness of it all.
Yeah, maybe, because I don't like vinegar either. I can't stand vinegar. It's like any recipe that calls for vinegar, fuck that, I find an alternative, or I just use water.
I bet your vinegar strokes looks like a man about to shit himself.
Fucking A.
So this week we didn't have a whole lot of news that we really gave a shit about. We laughed about a lot of news this week.
Oh yeah.
We laughed about Trudeau's eyebrow.
Yeah, and the fucking spin that went on surrounding the eyebrow. Like fucking Snopes actually wrote an entire article going point by point, trying to debunk the fucking fake eyebrow. It's like, no, bro, it's not lighting. It's not that he's got like dark, thicker eyebrows on the bottom. Dude got fake eyebrows. That's a fake eyebrow.
Fakies. Fakies happen. I laughed at the rage from fucking Trump saluting a North Korean general.
Well,
yeah. Where it was just like, look, he's saluting to support all the genocide. I was like, no, he's saluting because when you're the leader of a military and the leader of another military salutes you, it's called fucking common courtesy.
Well, yeah, that, and also it's a strategy.
It's just a sign of respect. There's no deeper strategy there, Twisted. It's just a sign of respect. Like, that's just common decency. You don't fucking, like, if you're in a diplomatic meeting, you don't walk up to the other guy, fake a handshake, brush your hair, and go smell you later.
Well, yeah,
you don't fucking pull a Gary fucking Oak in the middle of a diplomatic meeting. It's not a fucking thing. Well, it's not a fucking thing. Thank you, K-Bone.
Liberals don't understand that. They will never fucking understand that.
It'd be not down to a Japanese diplomat at the start of negotiations and not shaking the hands of a European diplomat. It's the dumbest thing.
I know, right?
If your fucking tits are in a twist because somebody returned a sign of courtesy on neutral ground because of a diplomatic meeting, your priorities are so fucked. You need to just drink some bleach and gargle with some turpentine.
Well, what they're more pissed about is that he complimented him. Like he said he was so talented. And I was watching Louder with Crowder concerning that. And the way he explained it is that that's part of a strategy. Because crazy knows crazy, and you have to out-crazy the other crazy guy. And he's basically complimenting him to build him up. Because that'll hurt Un's pride more than just outright war that he actually wants.
Well, that's there's something to be said about that. Like, if you really want a general in North Korea deposed and taken care of, you definitely don't say he's doing bad, terrible things. You definitely say he's the best, and you just can't wait for him to become the leader of the country because then he'll be dead next week. I can't wait to see the ways you lead your country. Oh, you're going to be in a ditch soon.
Yeah. But I see good things happening from this, and all the naysayers that just the only thing they can hit upon is misspellings of words in tweets. Looking at you, fucking dumbass Mark Hamill.
You have a hate boner for him.
Yes, I have a hate boner for him, and I don't give a fuck.
I'm not even shitting on your hate boner. I'm just saying it's hilarious. Oh, it's also another thing about Father's Day today. You know what's next weekend?
No.
In exactly 7 days. Twisted?
Ben Wanaka?
It is Ben Wanaka. I can't believe you remembered. It's Ben Wanaka. Happy Father's Day to the ghost of Chris Benoit, who loved his family so much he choked the life out of them with a super hug.
Didn't he like suplex his kid or something?
He definitely fucking. I think he crippler cross-faced the kid is the joke that me and Matt always go with.
Oh
Just
God.
one day came home from work and just couldn't take it, diving headbutted the wife, waited till the next day, and as soon as the kid woke up, just crippler cross-faced the motherfucker to oblivion.
Oh,
So next week, Sunday, is the last day of Ben Wanaka, making Friday the start of the celebration, the 3 days of Ben Wanaka. It's one day for each victim. It's a lovely yearly celebration in the community where we sing songs, play wrestling games, and choke out loved ones. So we invite you to join us next week for Ben Wanaka's special. It'll be lovely.
Oh my lord.
Oh, 3 count to success right there.
Oh my lord.
Don't tap out.
I'm looking at the live show chat. Who is this Jer4927003? And why do they hate Matt so much?
I didn't see that. Oh, I'm not on live chat. Holy shit.
I know, right? I mean, I know Matt's a faggot, but that's beside the point.
Is that actually Jer? It might be actually Jer.
I have no idea. Is that actually Jer?
Or it might be Matt posting from his bed on one of his socks. Matt, are you high? Okay, if you're high.
Isn't he supposed to be in the hospital because his back threw out?
He might have been into the hospital. I haven't heard from him because he said he would go. His doctors wanted him to try the new medication first. So, I'm hoping he's okay. Every weekend I don't hear from him, I worry.
He's in
he fell down the stairs.
Of feeling no pain right now.
Dude, if he's actually just taking a fucking nap for once, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
When is Matt not high on painkillers? When he's built up so much of a tolerance from, the last 5 years on painkillers to not blow his brains out from his back pain. So, these last 4 months, he can't get that high on him anymore. He barely feels them.
Yeah. Turn my mic up a little bit because I'm low.
Poor son of a bitch. I know I'm heading there in probably the next 10 years, just with how bad my back hurts every day. But I'm not there yet, and I'm so fucking scared to be.
I think you'll be all right. I mean, the cancer might kill you first.
That's actually less and less of a chance now. It's actually finally reducing. I've only been on meds for like 3 years.
Fuck yeah.
2-3 years. Yeah.
Nice.
Brain tumors are finally starting to shrink.
Hooray!
Really late in the game on that whole 5-year plan of it's either going to shrink or you're going to burn out and die. Really late in the game, but at least the tide turned.
Yeah. Let's see.
That's true. Hoovy did bet that I would beat the cancer. He was the only one who had faith. Not even me had the faith. I was like, I'm not gonna beat it. I'm gonna look like I'm gonna beat it, and then I'm gonna get hit by a bus. Actually, I might still win the Deadpool, Hoovy, if I get hit by a bus. You're pretty safe because I almost never leave the house, but we do go shopping for food, so Lord knows. I mean, Woogie does like to play in traffic, so I might have to run out and save her.
Okay.
But yeah, it looks like either me or Hoovy are winning the Deadpool. I am too damn stubborn to die. I'm too damn stubborn to die, period. I maintain that I am completely immortal, Twisted. Now, hear me out. Scientifically speaking, you have to prove something by observing it, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me die?
No.
I've seen me not die every single day. So far, I've got 33 years of proof that I'm immortal.
Piece of shit, dude.
Just saying. I will say that Huey's right about the bus. It probably wouldn't be able to kill me. Uh, I've been hit by large moving objects before, and they manage to bruise the shit out of me, and they'll dislocate things, but they never break bones. When I get hit by a fucking car, I'm like a Stretch Armstrong doll.
Well,
I joined the Navy 2 weeks after getting hit by this car. I was going to my job at a call center, at an inbound tech support call center, and I take a right, and I'm on the sidewalk. I'm on the fucking sidewalk on my bike. Car goes wide left turn, comes up on the sidewalk doing like 50, 55, fucking pings my head, and then embeds me on a wrought iron fence.
ouch.
Like throws me across the 4-lane road. Leg is impaled on a wrought iron fence. Not a huge, not like super deep on the leg near the bone, like the front of your shin bone where that flap of skin is. Just had me hanging upside down on a wrought iron fence. Just my fucking shoulders, my elbows, and my wrists were dislocated on both arms. I had a bloody nose. Didn't break my nose, even though it hit the windshield. And I was impaled on a fence, and that was it. I was good.
Ow.
I walked home. I super glued the fucking hole in my leg. Because it was just skin. There's no muscle there. It didn't hit an artery. It was just skin ripped to shit, you know?
Holy jeez.
3 weeks later, I'm heading off to boot camp, just all fucked up. It was like I got fired for not coming into work. I was in a hospital getting checked out. Like they're like, "I'm sorry, you didn't come into work." I was like, all right, fuck you then." I was like, "Well, I'm gonna lose the apartment because I don't have a fucking job."
Even when you contacted them and told them that you were in the fucking hospital, they're like, "No, bye, see ya."
They were very strict. We have a zero tolerance policy. You didn't call for an hour. So because you were a no show, no call for an hour, you're done.
You had a fucking medical reason. Fuck you, assholes.
Not only did I have a medical reason, I couldn't find my phone. It went somewhere out of my pocket. There's about 4 yards it could have landed in, plus a fucking 4-lane road. Or the goddamn off chance it went through the dude's sunroof and it just landed on his lap, my little fucking shitty Nextel.
Jesus.
But it's like, sorry, company policy. I was like, awesome.
It's like,
It was such a bad week. I got news my ex-fiance did something because we had hooked up and then something happened and it rhymes with shmashmarshim. And I didn't get told till like 6 months later. And so I was already like, my head was all fucked. And then that happened and I was just like, I'm gone. I just got to get the fuck out of this town. I'm gone. I don't know if I'll come back. And so I looked at it like, well, it's family tradition to join the Navy. I'll just fucking do that. Let's go. Fucking spent some time recovering at my parents' beach house. My dad helped me get back into shape. Almost didn't get to join because I was too skinny. Finally made weight. Like, all right, fine. I had to get above 100 pounds.
Damn, son.
I was 85 pounds when I graduated high school, and that's 5'11", almost 6 foot, 85 pounds. I was 95. I was putting on weight. I was doing a lot of exercise every day, riding my bike all over when I got hit. 95 pounds when I got hit, but I was still below the 100 pounds minimum for the Navy for a male.
Jesus. Man, I don't think I've seen 100 pounds since I was in, like, first grade. Shit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've been fat for a
That's
while.
oh yeah. I'm 3 times the man I was when I graduated high school. That's right. I'm a svelte 250. Thank you very much.
Holy shit.
But I've also been losing weight. I've actually got a goal. I've got a goal, Twisted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna join the sheriff's department next year.
Cool.
I just, Mo's getting to next year. Mo will be a little older. Amelia will be starting school. There'll be more time in a day, and if I go work for the sheriff's department, Nikki can stop working. So
Yeah.
it'll be nice.
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Plus, the sheriff's department is literally right down the road. Like, it's 4 blocks down the road for the county.
Yes. And they sometimes let you take the patrol car home if you don't have an actual vehicle.
The sheriff has 2. He has the SUV. He has the big bad sheriff SUV, and he's got the F-150, which they use to fucking haul the boat, because there's a lake that they patrol here too.
Nice.
Shit you not. County sheriff has the water patrol duty too.
Oh, wow.
Which, honest to God, I'd sign up for that every fucking day. Oh, you mean I gotta go on a boat? Yeah, okay.
Lols.
I get to come home at the end of the day though. Woo-hoo-hoo! Best boat duty I've done in my life. I'll take that every time.
Shit, son. So, I've been causing trouble all over the internet this week.
I heard.
Yeah.
And we'll get into some of our community's autism coming up soon, but your autism, I heard you picked another fight with Andy Worski.
No, this is the first time I've picked a fight with Andy Worski. This is
You mean
the
the
first
first time he's responded to you when you tried to pick a fight?
I haven't tried to actually pick a fight with him before.
Okay, sure.
No,
Yeah,
this is
fine.
JF I've tried to pick a fight with before.
Oh, okay.
You're getting them twisted here.
Oh, that's your job. I'm sorry. You aren't just JF's type, though.
No, I'm not. I actually have a brain.
You're short. You're autistic.
I'm high functioning, and there's a difference.
Well, JF says a brick or two, and JF will be right for you.
God damn it. No. No. No.
Twisted. Papa JF just wants to plant you in his garden.
Ew. Ew. Ew.
You
Ew.
could be his potato.
No. 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 And for the record, being hit in the head with a brick hurts, but it still didn't make me that stupid. Yes, I've been hit.
You just weren't hit enough times.
God damn it. Well, it fell from a damn tree.
Listen, Twisted, repetition is the spice of life.
Oh my lord. But anyway, got into it. Okay, so fucking incident happened where Worski, being the drama llama that he is.
Okay, this is your take. You know I have a very different take.
Yes, I know you have a very different take, but let me tell my fucking story.
All right.
So he makes this tweet with this fucking DM that apparently he had a discussion with Tonka, and he's bringing up basically the old drama from right before the Kumite got off his channel.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bringing that bullshit up again.
All right.
It's like, dude, that's like 3 weeks ago. We've already fucking moved on from that. Fuck off. So he's still calling Tonka a liar, still fucking bringing that shit up, and still fucking obsessing over it. So I screenshotted it and I'm kind of glad I did, because no sooner do I screenshot it than he dirty deletes it. And the term dirty delete...
You keep saying dirty delete. That's a fucking colloquialism from where you are. It ain't dirty. It ain't dirty to go, you know what, this is probably not a good look, and delete it.
Right. Well, that's sort of the problem. It's like, where the localized Facebook group that we use that term in is it's from my hometown, so most people outside of that group don't really use that, I suppose. But anyway, it's just a group from my hometown, so.
Yeah, like a dirty delete. Okay, so to the rest of the world, Twisted, let me explain this to you. A dirty delete would be something like you drop a motherfucker's real name or phone number or address in a tweet, leave it up for 5 minutes, and then delete it, so you can be like, oh, well, I didn't mean to. That's a dirty delete.
Okay. Well,
that to the rest of the world is that's a dirty dick dog move.
All right.
And so saying that Andy dirty deleted something is kind of a little bit of a misrepresentation.
Well, I mean,
he regretted what he did and then rectified it.
It comes off as a misrepresentation to y'all, but in the context of the way that people from where I'm from use the term, it basically, what it is you you post something and it makes you look bad, so you go ahead and delete it. Right?
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what it was, it made you look bad. And this made him look bad because he's bringing up old drama. It's obviously not true or whatever.
I mean, it is a DM, so I mean, it's definitely true, but the context is probably skewed.
Probably. Plus, he smokes way too much weed, so he probably has no idea what the fuck he's talking about to begin with. Whatever. So after he did that, I called him out on it. And I tagged Tonka, and I posted the screenshot. So he responds to me, and we go back and forth with this.
He responds to you basically telling you what I told you, was that he thought better of it and he didn't want to deal with drama.
No, God, did I save it on here? No, it's on the work computer. Fuck. Oh well. I've got like the whole list of screenshots. The only problem is it's not on the correct computer. Damn. Oh well. That's fine.
You're just the specialist kind of little puppet special.
I know. But he kept going on about how Tonka kept talking about him and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, I'm looking at Tonka's feed. I'm like, dude, he ain't even mentioned you. Like, there's nothing there. And then he goes on.
Well, to be fair, Tonka has mentioned him a couple times on the Kumite.
A couple times, but it's mostly been to say that he doesn't hate Andy.
But it's also to say, Andy's a little bit autistic with this stupid fucking art game, which is, you forget that Andy is a goldfish.
Yes.
So he can only see patterns, and he can only remember the most recent of the events. So he only remembers getting called severely autistic and stupid.
Well,
and being made fun of for starting the My Wife's Dinosaur bullshit and then playing My Wife's Dinosaur with Milady.
Well, well, he also called the entire game autistic and called Sargon autistic on top of it and called all the people playing it with Sargon autistic. I guess he never listened to that part of the show. And
well,
so it got to that point, and
I'm just saying he definitely was like, I'm just fucking not talking about it. And he did only bring up the last 2 days about
he
art,
said he was talking about it for like weeks and weeks, and I'm like, nah, bruh. And then that's when he brought up the ARC stuff, and I'm like, well, yeah, because that's actual news.
All right, now Twisted, you fucked up in this. I'm not even gonna fucking sugarcoat it. You fucked up and started this. You know why?
Because I screen capped the thing and called him out. Yeah.
No, because in case you missed the Dirty Delete by Andy Worski. Nobody else is from your fucking small town in Tennessee, Twisted. I explained to you. No one else gets your stupid fucking reference.
That's fine. That's fine.
So you started this out by basically calling somebody, a dirty motherfucker for deleting something. And he started with, it wasn't dirty. He thinks Tonga's full of shit and just wants to start a new drama arc. And then he's like, well, he's been talking about me. And so I didn't want to start new drama, so I deleted it. He explained himself.
Well,
and
the thing is,
so
though, is that he had
fixated.
no basis for that. And I called him out for that because there's nothing to back that up.
Maybe there's nothing to back that up. He definitely was getting talked about. I don't like Andy at all.
He was getting talked about in the context of ARC because that was making its rounds around the community. Everybody heard about that. Fucking Ralph was talking about it on the Ralph Retort. Everybody was talking about it.
Yes, people were talking about it.
Fucking SoCal Gamer was on there talking about it and how he was gonna fucking beat down Sargon. It was like a fucking hour-long funny as fuck bit on Kumite on Friday.
Yeah, it's AP was on there too. It was funny. I'm just saying, because it's not that there wasn't any reason. People were talking about him, and so he lashed out at one of the people who talked about him.
Yeah, because he didn't understand the fucking context.
You can't even fucking throw that out there. Fucking glass houses and stones. Go back to your little fucking greenhouse, Miss Dirty Deletes. Make it sound like somebody's a fucking half doxer. Shut up with that shit. Get a better vernacular.
Or, really people can look at the fucking screenshot and then get that it wasn't talking about doxing and understand fucking context.
The rest of us look at it and go, there ain't nothing dirty there. There's just a guy who was angry and then deleted it. The rest of us only see a fucking
It's dirty because he attempted to start fucking drama again.
No, he attempted to continue the drama that's already there. And then he said, fuck it, I'm not continuing it. He's not starting anything. It's already been started. It's already there. He just was going to keep it going and then dropped it. But while we're speaking about autistic games, I hear you're advocating for a certain autistic wife's dinosaur game in the Drop Dead Cynical poll.
Well, yeah, because I'm a dork and I like dinosaurs.
In case you haven't seen it, there's the poll. It's in the chat. Drop Dead Cynical is starting up a survival game server. And the audience gets to pick. It'll be open to all the subs and patrons. For Jason's show or for mine, because as soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to open up a Patreon and do that stuff for here. Not because we need the money, but because we want to give back to people, and not all of the people here are also in Jason's, so we figured it would be fun to get everybody involved.
God, why is the forest winning?
Because Rez has really been advocating for it.
Oh, that motherfucker.
It's only like 16 people. That's what I don't get. Like, I'm really... All right, so we got 3 teams. We got 3 main teams. And you can see it in the fucking poll, can't you? There's 3 main teams. There's Team Forest, which Rez really wants to do. I'm all for Conan Exiles. We reinstalled it yesterday after the show, me and Hoovy. And we've been playing the fuck out of it. It's fun as shit. And you can get nice 64-person servers.
Cool.
And you're advocating for ARC.
Well, because dinosaurs.
Because dinosaurs.
Because I only own 2 of those games. I own 7 Days to Die and I own ARC. I don't own Conan Exiles, and I probably will not buy The Forest.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy The Forest because I'm a host and I'm gonna be there.
Oh, yeah.
But Conan Exiles, I don't know about.
I don't know about.
I want it to win. I want Conan Exiles to win.
Well, I mean, you've already got it, got it installed and whatnot, and
I've already got it installed. Like,
I could probably buy that.
I've watched the other games played. I've got 7 Days to Die also. Like,
Yeah.
we've got such a plan on 7 Days to Die. We can max out gear and get an almost impenetrable base in one day. Just give me Hoovy and Breeze, and that's all we need for 7 Days to Die. We are so fucking autistic good at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Autist, the Conan game is really good. Really, really good.
Yeah, but you can like OP the shit out of that really quickly, which I was listening to you and Hoovy play, and you did that in a couple of hours today.
We OP'd the shit out of the first third of the game with no people against us. That's the problem. Is we abused the stun lock mechanics with two people with maximum ranged weapons pushing somebody back and forward on either side of it.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
but the second you get an actual player who can dodge roll out, that's when combat changes a little.
only a little, because you can spam summoning gods, because I don't think they ever fixed that, and they're probably not going to. And you can cheese the fuck out of like one in particular. I can't remember which it was. I think it's the one that you can sacrifice slaves to.
Yeah.
And you can just cheese the shit out of that and like farm whatever it gives you and get all the resources that you want. Because this old tribe I was in Ark, when I was on their Discord and whatnot, they got Conan Exiles.
Yeah, you can just turn off the avatar summoning, Twist.
Turn off the. What do you mean?
You can turn off the sacrifices. It's a tick box.
Well, they didn't.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, we know it's a problem, so we'll just turn it off. So see how now that we have an informed knowledge of the problem, we can go through the steps to make sure it's no longer an issue that affects the community.
Well, I mean, they were playing on official servers.
Okay, well, we wouldn't be playing on an official server. We'll be playing on a community server where you can fucking make your own little in-groups and do raiding and make fucking diplomacy and fuck up people. It'll be great fun. My greatest hope, though, on the Ark is still somebody gets a hold of Andy or AP or Sargon, gets the password, and sets up a third tribe and calls them the Ark Right, so that Sargon can finally have the alt-right to blame for all his failings in Ark as well. Anytime he dies, anytime he fails at something, he'll just blame the Ark Right. It'll be just like his live shows. Oh, shit. Is that too soon?
That would be just hilarious to have somebody run around streaming who's like a big major griefer or whatever, just naked with a club, running around clubbing both sides. Because that's like the most annoying thing that you can do in Ark. It's just run around clubbing the fuck out of people. You don't have to pick up gear kits or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, truncheons are a thing in Conan Exiles too. A big part of the game is knocking people out and dragging them around.
Like you don't even drag them around, man. You just knock them out. You can take their shit and popcorn it, or just take their shit. You can drag them into the ocean and they drown before they wake up. It's a great way to stay out of somebody's tribe locks is to drag them into the ocean so they drown. Doesn't say who killed them.
Interesting. But yeah, so I'm really hoping for Conan Exiles on the poll. If the Forest wins, the Forest wins. I just don't think it'll be as big of a community thing if the Forest wins, because it'll just be like whatever 8 people get on at a time, you know?
Yeah.
I think it's a missed opportunity.
No, Hoovy, it's not just that Ark allows you to be a coward. Ark allows you to be Chinese. These are Chinese tactics.
That was PUBG's biggest problem, was they allow you to be a Chinese.
No, I'm pretty sure
you lag all over the place and you
No. No, the first-person shooters like that are usually taken over by the Koreans.
No, not at all. Koreans are bad at first-person shooters.
Really? Because that's who took over Rust a lot, was the Koreans.
Yeah, no, it's Chinese all over, and it's Chinese in Rust mostly too, because they the Chinese servers can't have anti-cheat systems.
That's weird.
Because Chinese businesses make money off of cheating programs, a Western business in China cannot stop a Chinese business from making money. Illegal. So it's illegal for you to run anti-cheats in China. So they just get away with cheating because winning is the most important thing. So they get away with cheating and then they just fucking cancer out your game.
True. But if the server's not hosted in China,
Doesn't matter. If the Chinese client is there, you cannot restrict that client's ability to cheat. Or else you can't sell your game in China. Yeah, it's the worst form of cancer, Twisted.
except Ark does.
No, Ark is owned by a Chinese company now. Oh. A Chinese company has a majority share in Ark.
Well, yeah, they're the parent company.
They're not the original parent company. There was legal trouble during Ark's development, and they bought it out.
Yeah, I know.
And that's why Ark can have anti-cheat in China, was because they're owned by China. Any business in China is technically, at the end of the day, could be nationalized.
Okay.
So the Chinese government controls that, more or less. I mean, through a company, but yeah, at any point they could take it over and just get all the revenue. So because a Chinese company owns it, they can anti-cheat, but outside companies can't. Same reason why League of Legends can anti-cheat. It's because they sold out to Tencent. Bada bing.
Right.
That's a little global economics there. That's a little politics in our entertainment stream.
Nice.
You want to dirty dick a game, sell out to the Chinese.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's frustrating. I'm sorry, it's very frustrating to me. I don't get why servers aren't region locked. Not just because of the ping, but just because of the local laws like that. You know?
Well, I thought some of the servers on League of Legends were region locked.
They are, and some of the servers on things like PUBG are region locked, but it's not like a hard region lock. It's just pick your region. Not, if you've got an IP address from over here, you ain't coming in.
Okay. I know they can't do that for South Korea because their all their accounts are all tied literally to like their equivalent to a social security number.
Yeah.
So there's that. Because I think the
Gaming over
Cloud9
in South
team,
Korea is really cool.
I think the Cloud9 team actually had to when they went to go train in Korea, they actually had to all get like temporary IDs or something so they could play on Korean servers.
Every team does, except for this one team that definitely used other Koreans' accounts to make, or other Koreans' IDs to make accounts.
Yeah, they got banned from.
Yeah, they got in a lot of trouble and got told to get out of the country.
Yeah, and then they couldn't play in the league for a while.
No, they weren't in the Korean League. They could play in the American League just fine. They just couldn't go over there for champions. Not that they were good enough at that time to go over there for championships, but
Damn.
Look, the history of gaming teams is long history and mostly disappointing over in the West. But we do one thing very well, and that's shooter games, which was the original relevant point. Is if you look at the most popular shooter game in the world right now, CS:GO, it's mostly dominated by Western teams. We're talking Brazilians, Swedish, the French are pretty good too. I think an American team finally won a major for the first time like last year. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd figure with all that fucking soy that today's parents feed their kids, they wouldn't be able to fucking play video games very good.
Hey, soy is great for getting your skills up for Hello Kitty Island Adventure. How fucking dare you?
Eat a bag of dicks.
My Barbie dream house has never looked better than that one day I was on Soylent. Shut up.
Isn't that your child's Barbie dream house?
No, I had a virtual Barbie dream house because I want to be a pretty princess.
Why do you take her dream away?
I didn't do that. I'm sorry.
That's her game. You stop playing it for her.
I'm all for people acting dumb and gay if they want to act dumb and gay, but that was too dumb and gay even for me. It's not happening. I'm sorry.
Jesus shit, dude. Holy fuck. So besides Conan Exiles, what other video games have you been playing lately?
Me and Hoovy have been doing a fuck ton of World of Tanks.
I have not been playing World of Tanks.
You're not very good at World of Tanks.
Yeah, I'm not very good at World of Tanks at all.
But with practice comes getting better.
This is true. I did play some Dead by Daylight, and I sucked balls at it until I got a controller. Because I bought a new little controller that's kind of like, it's an Xbox One controller, but it's in the shape of an old SNES controller.
Okay.
So, and surprisingly, I play better at Dead by Daylight with a controller than I do with a mouse and keyboard.
It's not that surprising. I play better at shooters on a controller than on a mouse and keyboard too.
Well, I mean, like Fallout or whatnot, I play better with like a mouse and keyboard sometimes. Although I might try Fallout 4 with the gamepad.
I'm all about the controller for those. It's because even though I like PC gaming more, I spent so much time on the boat. I was playing so many games on the 360 and on the PS3.
Yeah. You got those twitch reflexes on the controller.
Yeah, it's just second nature. The muscle memory's there.
Yeah.
Unlike it was with my laptop, because I'd have to play that with like my elbows all splayed in a rack, and it felt like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then I went and put down some money on a Switch. So I got the Bing Bing Wahoos going.
Now, let's be honest with me, Tristan. Did you do it just so you could say Bing Bing Wahoos?
Actually, no, I got it because I'm flying down, actually flying down to my hometown next month, and I wanted something more to do on the plane than, like, listen to music or whatever. And also because the flight down is going to be like a 3-hour, 4-hour flight. Because I've got like a layover.
Mm.
And I wanted to take a gaming system that played better stuff. And I wanted to play, some of the new stuff that was coming out on Switch. So I've been wanting to get it for like a while. So I've been kind of like saving up for it for the last couple months and saying, okay, do I want to get it? Is this something I need? I really want.
Autist Whisperer, is South Korea very much a massive gaming community? I'll let you decide. Their television broadcasts it like a sport.
Yeah.
You get StarCraft and League of Legends broadcast like actual sports.
Mm-hmm.
On TV in South Korea. You tell me if that seems like it's very much ingrained in their everyday lives.
Dude, they're pro gamers or national celebrities.
Yeah, like Billboard style celebrities over there.
Mm-hmm. They're as big as athletes.
Not anymore, XMNE. Not anymore. You can't do PvP over there. Peace in our time. No more eternal war in the Korean Peninsula. It's all happy fun time now.
Or at least we're hoping it will be.
Well, okay, they say it's going to be happy fun time, but it'll be what it is. Life is what it is.
I think Little Rocket Man might actually be afraid of Trump at this point because I think he realizes Trump might actually be crazy enough to fucking nuke his ass.
I don't think so at all. Nobody on our side of the fucking ocean is that crazy just because it couldn't happen.
I know.
Listen, Trump would. All right. It boils down to this. Let's break it down for you. Do you think Trump wants to be assassinated in office?
Who would really assassinate Trump if the secondary choice
Anybody
is
in the anybody in the office with him if he launched a nuke.
Okay.
Anybody in the building with him. Half of his own Secret Service members
Well,
would probably just cap him in his chair
True.
for starting nuclear war.
Yeah,
just
but he
to
wouldn't
feel better
actually
about
be able to. Because thankfully there's safeguards in place to... Somebody's going to talk him down before it actually completes.
But I'm saying, like, if... Yeah. It's the last thing he wants to do, just because the exact consequence of any sitting American president ever launching a nuke is to get brain splattered the second after you push the button. You're going to turn your head into a fine red mist about 3 seconds after you push that button.
Well, provided that the officers in charge of the rest of the process actually go through with it.
Even if they didn't go through with it, you gave the order. That's it. That is the word of God. The word of God said, nukes shall fly. If man stops it, man stops it. But the ultimate voice of we're going to nuke somebody said, we're going to nuke somebody. Prepare for the pink mist. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but there's like a process in place where somebody comes and advises him as to whether or not that's
He doesn't have to say yes or no to that. He's the president, Twisted.
Ah.
That is one of the few prerogatives where he does not have any check or balance on that. He does it, and it happens.
All right.
There's no takesy-backsy on the big red button.
All right.
But it'll never come to that because everybody knows. Everybody does that risk-value assessment when they go in the office. They're like, oh my God, if something goes wrong, I'll have to nuke somebody. And then they go, I could never nuke anybody first. I wouldn't live to see the end of that fucking sentence.
This is true.
And even if we're being the most skeptical of anybody about Trump, which I'm not, but if we're the most skeptical and he's the world's most evil narcissist, he's still the world's biggest narcissist, which means he doesn't want himself to die.
That too.
Especially over nothing.
Yes, fair point.
So he definitely would never pull that trigger.
Fair point, fair point.
That's the crux of that argument right there, is everybody who's saying that Trump would ever get us into a nuclear war is stupid because of that.
Yes.
Just my take.
Yep. Do you think they'll ever actually get rid of the demilitarized zone? No.
Even if they wanted to, I would never let my child walk in the DMZ.
Oh yeah, there's a fuck ton of landmines, aren't there?
Oh yeah.
There's like fucking 50 years worth of that.
You know what? If there's a way for you to peacefully sunset yourself that's not so peaceful, it's to fucking turn on a Holiday in Cambodia in your Walkman or your iPod, put them fucking headphones in, and just skip through the DMZ and see what happens.
Yeah.
You will show the shit out of your own face. I swear. It'll be a show.
Wow.
It'll be entertaining.
Yeah, that'll be entertaining, definitely. Shit.
Can you believe we carried a show on just bullshit?
I mean, I can bullshit like very, very well, sir.
Yeah.
How do you think
But
I
that's
passed high school? I bullshitted a lot.
that's true. Well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much the show. We're almost at our hour. You can find us on Twitter. Twist is Twisted Puppet, all one word. Links down below. I'm Top Kick Studios, all one word. Link is also down below. We're here every week, same bat time, same bat channel, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Top Kick Live. We're going to stay live the whole time from now on because Twist's going to be producing. She'll fix the audio next week.
Uh-huh. And we had no drop frames the whole time.
And no drop frames, 100%. So I win the bet on Twitter. I said 0% chance.
Wait. Who'd you have a fucking bet with?
I mean, it's not a formal bet. It's not a formal bet. But what's his name? Mr. Cryonic says taking bets on how long it takes to crop out, and I said never because Twist is broadcasting. So I win the unofficial bet right there. Bada fucking bing.
Yeah.
So
Fucker.
unlike Worski, remember, trust your co-hosts, and you'll have a good show. See you guys.
Later.